everybody, welcome to Shyam's Storytime. I have a very interesting folk tale for you that comes from the ancient land of India. It's called Truth Triumphs. So long ago, there was a king who ruled over a vast kingdom. All the people were happy, they all loved the king. Many years passed with the wise rule of this king. Slowly, the king was getting older and older, and he had a very deep concern. It was that he didn't have a child who will become the next king. So the king wondered what to do. This king was an avid gardener. So every day he would spend at least half an hour in his garden, tending to the plants, de-weeding them, making sure they have enough water, and all that. So the king decided he will have a contest for all the children in the kingdom. Whoever wins that contest will become the next king. So it was announced in the kingdom that all the children can come and meet the king one day. So often lots and lots of children came. So a whole lot of seeds were kept ready in the kingdom, and each child was given one seed. It was also announced that after a few months they would be called back and they have to bring their plant, which means they have to sow the seed and take care of the plant. And when it is announced, they have to bring the plant and show it to the king. So all the children were so happy. Each one received the seed and they all went back home. So amongst these children were one boy named Gopalan. He was very happy. He was also an avid gardener. He loved being with plants. So he got also a seed. He went home and he planted the seed. He was the son of a poor farmer. He knew all the techniques as to how to grow a plant. He was to every day he watered a little bit and kept. Even after that, the seed did not sprout at all. Now Gopalan got very anxious. He kept asking his father, "Father, what is wrong with my seed? I'm doing everything that's necessary, but it's not sprouting." The father said, "We never know. We have to only wait." So Gopalan tried to take care of the seed as much as he can. He gave it water, he made sure there was enough sunlight, he also made sure the soil was fertile. Nothing worked. 3 months passed. It was announced that all the children who had taken a seed should bring their sapling and show it to the king. All the children had a beautiful pot with a small plant. Some had flowers in them, some of them even had fruits. They all dressed in their best clothing. All the children went to the court. Now Gopalan was feeling very sad. His father said, "Look here, my dear, you tried your best. You take the pot wherever you sowed the seed. Show it to the king. Tell him what all you did. Then we will see." So Gopalan half-heartedly, he also wore his best clothes. He picked up his empty pot. He also went to the court. There was a long line of children with beautiful flowering plants and those that had fruits in them. They were all standing in a queue. Gopalan also went and stood there. The king one by one saw each of the plants. He did not look very happy. Then he came to Gopalan at the end. He looked at the empty pot and asked the child, "What is this, my dear child? You don't have anything in your pot." Gopalan said, "All that happened, Your Majesty, I took the seed from you, I sowed it in my pot, and I took care of it very well. But it did not sprout at all. I gave it enough sunlight, I watered it, I made sure everything was fine. But for some reason, it did not sprout. So I wanted to come and show you that my efforts were sincere. That is why I have brought this empty pot." The king was so happy. He embraced Gopalan and said, "You are the only one who has won the contest." Everyone was aghast. "What is this? We have such beautiful plants in our pot, but the king has chosen somebody who had an empty pot." Then the king announced to everybody that I was looking for a responsible and an honest heir to the throne of this kingdom. And what I gave each one of you were roasted seeds. These seeds would never sprout. I was waiting for somebody who would share this sincerely and come with an empty pot. All of you must have grown this plant with some other seed, I'm sure, because the ones that I gave were roasted, which would never sprout. So he chose Gopalan as the next king, and everybody cheered and applauded. After a few years, the king became very old and sick, and he passed away. By then, Gopalan had come of age. He became the next king. He ruled the kingdom ever so wisely. Now, do you know why the title of this story is Truth Triumphs? Triumphs means wins. So it's always truth that wins at the end of the day. Did you like today's story? If you liked, you must subscribe to my YouTube channel, Shyam Storytime. You will have access to many stories. See you all.